Okay, so I just finished watching the videos, and I have not wanted to do drugs. Still don't. It has not made an effect on me, and the media hasn't persuaded my decision to do drugs. So that tells you a little bit of something right there. Um, does media glorify drug use? No, I do not think that they glorify it. I think they report what they're given, what they know is the truth, and they put it out to the public because the public deserves to know. That's the way things are. Um, is the media responsible for the uptick of drug use among children? I think there's a different reason that children are getting into drugs, and that's because of usually rough households or parents that have done drugs previously in front of the kids, and they think it's okay, and that's the way they were grown up. Um, the media's role in the drug war, I think, is to report the truth. I mean, of any journalist's code of ethics and everything, it's that's the job description of a news reporter. It's news. News is supposed to be truth. It's supposed to be truth driven, and it's supposed to be submitted to the public or broadcast to the public as truth. That's what we know is true. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Um, and it doesn't make sense to me why the media would be responsible for drug use amongst children. I mean, just like in the Philip Seymour Hoffman video, they were saying, yeah, people are going to glorify, the drug use and all that, and people are going to be upset that we're glorifying this person who died of an overdose. But the thing is, he ultimately made that decision to put the needle in his arm and shoot up heroin. It's the same thing with these kids. These kids, they ultimately make their decision themselves. They need to have better role models at home and better role models around them just to persuade them not to do that, or to keep them in line not to do that. That's on them. If they do drugs, that's their personal decision. They decide to light it up. They decide to shoot it up. They decide to snort it up. Any which way, it's their decision. And the media, I don't think, has anything on that. We have all these movies. I've seen all these movies, and yet I don't want to do drugs, nor have I ever wanted to do drugs. It's not my thing. I wasn't growing up around it. I had a good group of friends around me. I didn't need to do drugs to get away from anything, And that's why people do drugs, to get away from things and to make their life look better. But I don't think the media has a thing to do with that. I think that's more on people's personal choices. And that's what I think.